So I just finished food and I was cleaning the dishes as any normal person would. Accidentally, I dropped one on the floor and it smashed everywhere and the plate went everywhere. And so I cleaned up the dish, I put the stuff in the bin and I carried on cleaning the dishes. And once again, another dish fell on the floor and broke. And looking back now, I've realised that the only reason I dropped 2 dishes was because of Stoicism. Hello everyone, I hope you're all well and ready to become 1% better than yesterday. The whole idea of Stoicism is that we can view a situation and tell ourselves that it's out of our control, and if it is out of our control, then we shouldn't feel any negative emotion towards that event. We will talk about the dichotomy of control later, but first of all, why is this story important? We learn off negative emotion is a powerful thing. So because I dropped the plate and I didn't feel any negative emotion, I didn't learn. But if I did get angry, if I did get annoyed and that negative emotion occurred, I would have learned my mistakes and therefore I wouldn't have dropped the second plate. Negative emotion allows us to grow, but if we use Stoicism in the wrong way like I did earlier, our growth will not be obtained. And so we must be careful where we use the use of Stoicism, which leads me on to the dichotomy of control. But before we get onto that, please like and comment if you are enjoying this video so far. Dichotomy of control. It's the idea of understanding whether something is in our control or outside of our control. Basically, the idea of Stoicism. The misconception of this, however, is that we can tell ourselves that something was out of our control when in actuality it is in our control. And you can see the major downside to this, because having this idea will allow us to do these unhealthy negative habits, but we can view it as it being out of our control and therefore no guilt is felt and therefore we don't learn and become better. And so we must be careful where we use this idea. To give you an example, for me, my college laptop that I usually do all of my college work on broke, and so I had to send it back. And my initial thought was, well, I can't do any college work because the laptop's gone. So in the meantime, I saw wasted time and I didn't do much work because I felt like it was out of my control. However, there was a laptop in the other room that I could have gotten and used to do my college work that was in my control. So it can be used in a really toxic way. And if we do use it in a toxic way, it can lead us down a wrong path because we won't feel guilty for the bad habits and therefore we'll keep repeating the bad habits, and that will lead us down a path and a destination we ultimately don't want to be. It's statistically proven that people like and comment on this YouTube video will feel better. No, I'm joking. But statistically proven, we will feel happier, we will feel better, we will feel more fulfilled when we truly believe that we are in control of our lives. It can be addictive to tell ourselves that we are in control of certain situations and the majority of situations, and it can also feel addictive to say that are out of our control when in actuality they are in our control, but we don't have the humility to accept it. And so this is where I challenge you to join me on this journey to allow humility to come up to us. Be more careful with the way you use dichotomy of control. Yes, there are certain ways that things are out of our control and we can use it to be like, okay, I'm not going to get angry because there's no need to be angry or annoyed in this situation. However, we use it only in that scenario, and we must understand that if something is in our control and it isn't our way of improving, then we must take action to improve it. So with that said, the use of Stoicism has drastically impacted my life in a positive way, and looking back 6 months ago or even a year ago to where I am now, I truly believe I've improved a lot because of the use of Stoicism. Now, with that said, we must be aware of certain disadvantages that can come with Stoicism, and we must ensure that we use it correctly. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can become 1% better from this video, and I shall see you on to the next one. Take care and peace.